So there's a couple of different levels of events, I think I would say. One is the kinds that we plan ourselves, and they're more around marketing events and trying to build up our own business. But as an example, 2 weekends ago we had a tropical day. So the idea is that we're selling more tropical plants, but what we did was we brought in buckets of sand and had it set up, and families came in with their kids and they spent all day just playing in the sand. And it was, minus 30 outside, and so they had a great time. And it was just to get people used to coming and going to the green spot. So whether they purchased anything was sort of secondary, but I was so happy to see that families came in and we had hot dogs and slushies. And so there's those kind of events that we plan ourselves for our own clientele. With some of the expansions that we've done here, we've opened up a couple of spaces for venues that people can come and rent. So that's kind of a different level. So it's not so much us marketing our merchandise, but marketing space. And so we have done weddings, Christmas parties, meetings, that sort of thing. And then the other element of events is what we leave this place and go to others. So it's like the home show, like the winter fair, like other trade shows that we have here in Brandon. So that's a different aspect, but certainly involved in those as much as we can, and enjoy doing that. I've never had anything that I couldn't kind of get a handle on, but there's one thing. Do you know what that is? The weather. The difficulty I find is getting down to the small details. Those are the things you're running around at the very end of an event, planning, I forgot to get an extension cord, I didn't get this plugged in. It's those tiny little things that you have to exert a lot of energy to get done. The big things seem to come together nicely, but it's kind of just putting those final little touches on something that I find that's where a lot of my energy goes, or what makes me exhausted, just before the event, is that tiny little stuff that, oh darn, I forgot this or I forgot that. Gotta remember to do this. You lay awake thinking about those things. For me, I think it's the relationships that I get to build with the people. Oftentimes it's a new set of people. You're not always dealing with the same people all the time. So every event that comes in, you're dealing with another group of people, and I just enjoy that relationship. And so much of my business is about developing relationships, whether it's with a vendor or with a client or with colleagues. I would say the best is the relationships. Well, it's a boost to our economy. That's, I can think, number one, whether it's hotels, whether it's restaurants, whether it's shops. It brings just a lot of dollars to the community. And it's an opportunity for me, in this case, to showcase my company. So if a group is coming in to a venue in the city, whether it's curling or hockey or any sports event or the arts, it's an opportunity for that crowd then to come and take a look at my store. So that's why it's important for me to be involved with as many as I can, so that I can say, come on over to our shop and see what you can see. The biggest thing I would say would be to take a risk. I think of all the opportunities that I could have taken at an early age. I've done more in the last half of my career than I did in my first half, and that's typical. But don't be afraid to make that jump into the unknown. You don't have to start big. You can start small, and build it to what you want. But don't be disappointed that you can't be big right at the beginning. Yeah, it's an exciting field because it's always something different. So, sure, some events will be annual, so you kind of do the same thing, but every year it's different. It's exciting. It's kind of always a party atmosphere. Like people are coming and they're eating and they're drinking and they're enjoying themselves and they're seeing new things. So the events is an exciting area.